And hello, everyone. And welcome to tonight's session of another special edition session of RNG presents The Dark Veil.
That's Dark Veil. Also, Brandon, you got me in the DM position on the stream.
Let me put you in another position. Got him.
I'm the DM now.
Tell us a story, Mac.
We reach our destination way past Onor.
You're doing it wrong. Announcements first.
To the Butt Crack Valley. It's stinky here. Very stinky.
Butt Crack Valley. Our announcements for tonight. Our one and only Carla is a mother now. Aw, everyone congratulate her.
She's always been a mother for these past 9 months, but it's like the baby's born.
I'm a mother. No drama.
It is a baby girl named Bailey Kay.
I just now read that.
And we're all very proud of her.
Yes.
And happy that she didn't die during childbirth.
Yes, everyone's healthy, everyone's good.
That was morbid, but
it was a legitimate fear of mine. Tyler knows. I was talking to him a lot about that. I was very scared.
Well, I'm glad your fears have been alleviated.
Yes. And very soon, maybe she'll pop in quick to say hello once everything gets situated. But for the time being, that is what is happening. Our sponsor for tonight is...
the slow, never-ending march of time.
Jesus.
And the deterioration of our bodies as we age.
Yes, yes.
And death.
And death, yes. Some people are not too happy because they have reached a new threshold of life. I won't say any names.
I turned 30 today. And also, I'm having a bad reaction to my new meds. So my brain is bad.
That's 1/3 of the way to 90.
Thanks, man.
Shut the fuck up, Drew.
That's helpful.
Dude,
that's also
good math that I needed in my brain.
Also 10% the way to 300.
Exactly. And you know what's even crazier? That means you get to have a third life crisis.
Oh, I've been in my third life crisis.
Anyways,
he bought an electric Prius.
Many people can relate to both of those things, turning 30 and having a struggle with their new medication. And I'm sure that a lot of people love and support you, Tyler, and we're here.
Thanks, guys. Happy birthday, everybody.
Except for Drew.
Not me.
Except for Drew and Mac. So,
I was so excited for you to turn 30. 1 year closer to you dying before me.
I mean,
not
maybe.
if I make it first.
Race ya.
All right.
Sorry, everyone. This is just really bleak for a hot minute.
Oh, man.
Good.
No, our sponsor tonight is life. It happens to everybody.
All right.
Well, you're not wrong.
Exactly. I'm trying to shift into a more positive tone. Let's keep it going.
When we last left off. Mac, you know what? Go ahead. I'll let you do the recap this time.
Uh-oh.
All right, switch me over to the DM spot.
All right. Go ahead.
All right.
I'll just be the player.
Yeah, just play Rodon. When we last left off on the Dark Veil.
Did Mac freeze? No, he's trying to make it look like it broke.
Fuck you too.
Nope, I honestly don't remember.
Oh no!
Because I was very I was very tired.
I do remember that.
Oh, that's true.
Let's see.
I'll let you throw it
we
to someone
already-
else if you want.
We visited the Lake of Timbers and did that little arc. We made it through. Oh, I gotta look at the map. That's my problem. Is I need to look at the map so I can see our progress because that just makes it easier. The map of Primaris, there it is, right there.
We are off to a start.
We are off to a start, and Tarask is taking forever to load.
Let's play hot potato with the recap.
I got the map. Which way did we go? Too far in. Oh yeah, we went to the mall. Okay, now I remember. Thank you, Brandon, for granting me this time. We went to a mall. We talked to their citizens. It's somewhat about Pip. We brought up Pip. That she's dead. She's very dead, unfortunately. And that we started a mutiny. Rip and Pip, thank you, Brinker. And they were like, hey, we don't need your help, even though we kind of do need your help. And we were like, we try to offer, but you tuned us down. And then I'm going to just toss it over to, let's go to Droop, just because it's fun.
That was it. That was all
Yeah,
we did. And that's where we pick up this time on the Dark Veil.
All right. And so our party mates, we're drowning in the middle of a river because that's where we are on this map. And we're just like, if only someone could save us. And Rondon's like, well, I try to help you, but I guess I can do it. And I turn into a giant and lift up the whole carriage because, Rondon Timbers.
And then Kwansang reminds Rondon as he's doing this that we just crossed a bridge.
No, you were drowning. And Rondon saving. This is a retcon. I'm in the DMC and I'm mad with power.
Oh no.
Switch him, Brandon. Switch him.
Tyler, now you're in the DMC.
Are we doing this for real?
Oh yeah. Everyone give me their own version of the recap.
Oh, I'm doing a recap now.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we spent a while underground and then we weren't anymore. We did the thing that we needed to do. We got the Baron back, but the spider who didn't like the Baron took off running because she's a jerk. And she took all the powerful crystals with her. So we're like, we got to go get her, but also we have to find our new house. So we started traveling. We got some help with an egg. We cleared a lake. We cleaned a lake, like we just dredged it of sludge with magic. Rondon's dad is a Minotaur gnome, and his mom is a Goliath gnome, which is weird. There were some other tree creatures that walked off in the distance that we didn't follow, so who knows where they went.
I just now remembered that.
Yeah, we camped. We were like, that's weird, and then we didn't pull on that thread. We just left.
We assumed it fixed itself.
Right.
So ADD carries over from real life into our characters.
Yep. And then we left the Lake of Timbers. We said goodbye to the Timber family. We raided their fridge. Rondon's axe turned into a bigger axe. We drove a Winnebago across a river. We threatened the Spider Woman in a dream. Well, Rondon did. And
we can gloss over that.
She didn't care. And then we got to a mall. We fought some dire bears. And we saved a little girl who was missing an eye. And her mom or someone was like, don't ever talk to my daughter again. And Eric was very sweet. And he was like, do you feel safe? And she gave a big smile. Yay. She was like, get out of my house. So we left. And that's where we pick up tonight's episode of The Dark Veil.
All right, Drew, what's your version of that recap without going back 50 years?
Well,
let's start
How
at
far
the
back
very
you normally
beginning.
go?
so 50 years.
Sorry, 51 years.
I'm going to go back 27 years. I'm in my mother's womb. It's the cold heat of the night.
Just playing Xbox.
And my dad, 9 months ago, raw dogged my mom.
No.
And now
Here we-
I'm being born. And she doesn't know what to do. So she dropped me off with the monks. And now this is where we pick up this episode of The Dark Veil.
That's enough of that.
I'll play Kwanseng's mother. Oh dear God! What do I do with this child? He's so
Simply leave with the
hideous.
monks, honey.
Anyways,
Dude, by the way, great choice of a place to start playing my mom, because the recap that I gave didn't give you a lot of options.
Are we gonna go now?
yes, absolutely. So, after departing from this isolated little area in the let's see. This is technically, well, it's not on the map. This is technically the Marigus Forest. And so as you cross the river away from Imal on a bridge with more support, I'd say. Let me go ahead and open up the calendar here, and we can take a look and see how far along you guys are and how far the curating sale is. Alright, so as you get across the river, it is currently 10 o'clock. No, sorry, not 10 o'clock.
It's happening.
It's currently 8 o'clock in the Marne. Oh no, sorry, at night. You are currently traversing through the woods. Now reaching the other side, you can see very clearly, while it was still within range, a visual range before, you can now see a lone mountain in front of you, more than likely part still of the Peregrine Peaks, but separated there. You have not very much longer to journey to reach Forte Verus. And the curating sale is also upon you at this moment, as the cart continues to roll. As you reach the other side of the river, you can see that there is actually a path that you would have encountered would you have gone through the other side of the river and entered through the east portion of the Wolfwater River near Everton.
Oh, instead of driving Winnebago across the river.
Correct.
All right.
So, with that in mind, that is where we pick up tonight's session of RNG Presents The Dark Veil. What would you like to do?
I mean, we continue traveling, I suppose, in that northwesterly direction.
We gotta get to Forte Verus.
Got to get to our new house.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, that was weird.
Like the fuzzy sound?
Yeah.
The
Gone
better-
now.
It is, yeah.
Sorry, then that was me. I apologize.
Mac!
Oh, shucks. You caught me.
All right, so what's the word, guys?
In northbound.
Yeah.
Northwesterly.
Northwest.
Assuming that's where the road goes. I mean, who can say where the road goes?
Only time.
I want to know.
What love is?
Can you show me?
What would you like to know, Drew?
Starts unbuttoning.
That was it.
Oh, okay.
He wants to know about these strangers like him.
All right. All right. So as the cart
Oh my
progresses,
What if the monks were actually gorillas and Kwansang is like actually Tarzan?
That's a big what if.
New character idea. Thank you.
What if I'm a gorilla and they're all Tarzans?
Oh, two new character ideas.
I think that's just like a wildlife reserve.
Hey, Britton, can I make a gorilla rogue that was raised by you?
you can absolutely do that, Drew. You can do whatever you want.
Let's go!
Within reason, but that is an idea that I would absolutely allow.
I feel like that's Planet of the Apes, kind of.
Kind of.
All right, so you move 1 hex. An hour has passed of travel. You are now at 9 o'clock on the eve of the curating sale.
Is the sale during certain hours or is it all day?
You're unsure.
We're just gonna have to go the very first hour, like right away. He's gonna be like, "You're late. Sorry, we sold out of everything."
But these are specially curated to us. Everything.
We sold your rooms. Sorry.
He's like, some bug lady came in here,
Bum.
bought everything.
Oh, this guy that came in. His name. I thought his name. He said his name was Rondon Timbers. It was John Jimbers. Damn.
We continue along the road.
All right.
I don't have any like character stuff to do.
Sure.
I guess I found the seeds that I'm looking for my forest. I can't like work in my workshop while we're traveling, so
Now with that attitude, put it on the very top of the carriage. Nail it down.
I think that'd be difficult.
Now with that attitude.
Difficult, lemon, difficult.
So, the cart progresses along the road with nothing in mind. It is a pretty uneventful night. The moon is currently shining down upon all of you as it is still about a half moon. It seems like it is growing larger and larger. It's only a matter of time before it becomes a full. And you will be at your strongest there, Tyler.
And I just turn over to Dan like, man, this half moon, it looks like it's growing bigger. It's like getting fuller and fuller. I think you'll be at your strongest here soon, Dan.
You mean it's getting bigger, like it's getting closer?
Is the moon falling on us?
That's what I'm asking. Is that what you're saying?
Oh dear God, I gotta go back to Lake Timbers. I gotta go tell Mom and Dad. I'm so sorry.
I think they can see it if it's getting bigger. Speaking of
Yes,
your parents,
lovely folks.
don't look like you.
I'm sorry. There's plenty of resemblance. I got my mom's nose. I got my dad's strong jawline. I don't know what's the holdup.
Rondon,
Dane,
have you ever looked in a mirror?
plenty of times. I look good. How do you think this hair gets? Okay, it's a little bit messy right now, but it's perfectly sculpted nonetheless.
Have you ever looked at your parents?
I mean, I got two eyes, Dane. I don't understand what's we're trying to get at.
Nothing.
Rondon, your parents are
Yes.
huge.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm also huge. I mean, I'm the tallest gnome in my village. I mean, granted, once I did get to my giant's power again, I did grow 6 inches. So I mean, I got even taller than the rest of them.
Dane, I have an idea.
What's that?
Pickles?
You can see him hunched over something in the corner. Looking over his shoulder, he looks to see that you're looking, and then there's a quick, like, kind of scrambling of something that is unseen,
Oh no.
and he stands
Pickles,
up.
Pickles, I told you you don't have thumbs, you can't keep doing crafts.
I'll choose to ignore that comment, and then he walks towards you.
It's like, dang, we can make him thumbs, right? We can make
Oh,
him
God.
thumbs out of wood.
I'm genuinely afraid that if I give him thumbs, he's going to murder me.
You become too powerful.
Pickles walks by, he's like,
It's all very cartoony in my head. Like,
yeah. Now, Pickles, you remember Rondon's parents, right?
Right. His parents. What about them?
Well, you tell him.
You mean he wasn't joking?
Pickles.
Am I close enough to this conversation?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's like, I am a jokester, but I mean, never with my parents because I love them too much.
Rondon, listen. And he kind of puts his shoulder on your shoulder, or his elbow rather on yours. Yeah, his elbow on your shoulder, and he says, "Gnomes don't look like that. You're not a.
And
You were either adopted or something, because that's not how that works."
And I mean, asses don't normally talk, but here you are.
Make a persuasion check.
All right.
that's actually that's correct.
Sorry, loading up D&D Beyond again. Persuasion.
I'll give you advantage.
All right, I got a +1 to persuasion.
With advantage? Oh,
Yeah.
duh.
16.
You can see that his eyes kind of trail off and like loses focus, and he walks away and pats you on the back, Kwanseng, and he just says, "That's all you."
Dang it. So what Pickles is trying to say, I think, is that your dad's a giant bull. You're not.
You begin to hear some sawing noises towards where Pickles was sitting before. Just
I'm honestly really concerned of how he's holding on to that saw.
Talking with my hands up to Rondon, I turn around to Pickles. And I go, Pickles, what are you doing?
you hear what sounds like a clattering of mess, and it just like him pushing something underneath one of the seats.
Pickles,
And he lays down in front of it.
Pickles, you have to move. What is that?
No, I don't think I do.
Pickles, please move.
What have I
I'm
done?
a mule. Try to move me.
I look at Rondon. I'm like, you have to help me move Pickles.
I mean, you're standing over here trying to say horrible things about my parents and my genealogy.
See, I'm
And-
convinced, Rondon.
To be frank, I'm feeling a little attacked right now. This is your mess to deal with.
All right.
Oh
Your
no!
parents-
What will the feeble monk do as he stays there with his giant like?
I turn
mule
around
belly?
and I go, this is not mean. Your parents might not be your parents. And then I turn to Pickles and I go, and you cannot make things without thumbs.
This is a whole new side of Quan saying I wasn't anticipating. First, he's insulting people's parents, and he's ableist. I'm sorry. Just because he doesn't have thumbs. Granted, I'm also very concerned of how he was holding the saw in the first place, and very curious too. But
Here's the problem: you're assuming it's a saw.
oh dear Lord, what could it be?
Exactly.
Pickles, what are you hiding?
Ever since I almost said Caldor.
That's a throwback.
Yeah, ever since Dane let him talk, he's been threatening to kill people. Like, this is a problem.
I don't think I can undo it. I'm pretty sure it's done.
Well, I love that he can talk, for the record. It's amazing. I have a blast. He's very funny.
Very problematic.
Pickle, stop sawing.
He's like looking around the room like he's not paying attention.
Can I determine if there's any, like, if it's sinister or if he's like
Like an insight check?
is it like all very lighthearted?
Sure, yeah, make an insight check.
Okay. It's a +9.
Are we still
18.
inside the wagon?
Yep,
Mhm.
it's trucking along.
Sorry.
What was that again?
18 to insight. 1-8.
Okay. 18. There is I wouldn't say evil, but some kind of there's some kind of plot brewing, and you're not sure what it is, but he's got something on his mind that he is obviously hiding. You don't sense any evil intent, but there is something along the lines of like a sense of impending plan coming to fruition.
Oh no!
He's building a Rube Goldberg machine.
It's a Rubik's Cube.
A Rubik's Cube. That's
But
it.
I'm getting more like mischief than I am like ill intent.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
I think he's trying to prank me, but I wouldn't know that. You insight checked. Or he's gonna prank you.
I wouldn't put it past him. That's I don't know. I think he and I got off on the wrong hoof. Run,
wait.
Run. I want to be clear. Of course they're your parents. We're not trying to say that they're not, and we're not trying to say you shouldn't love them. There's just something when two people love each other very much.
I'm aware of the werebirds and the werebees, but
Those are things now.
watch out. But I mean, I look so much like him. How can you not see this? Yes,
What?
I haven't hit the growth spurt that my dad, always wished for. I mean,
Aren't you almost 70?
I'm almost 69. But like I hit my growth spurts every now and then. You see them. They come only in battle and they only last about a minute, but
Pickles looks more like your dad than you do. Raunon and
You turn back to look at Pickles, and there is a bag that he's kind of put whatever it is that he has into, just like tied up, and you can see him beginning to climb the ladder to the second floor of the.
Oh no! Oh no! I try to shoot some air at the bag to knock it out of his hand.
also, how did he tie the bag?
He has some crazy. It's a trick.
I guess he was at the monk monastery, so I guess he's more dexterous than any other animal out there. I guess credit is where credit is due, But man, that is one dexterous little pickle.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. Come on,
Oh
Sam.
god. Oh, that's actually really good. 30.
30.
Dang,
It's
Daniel.
actually really good.
Wait.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't be with my quarterstaff. It would be unarmed.
Right.
So it'd be 28.
28. Okay.
Oh, only 28.
I rolled a 19.
All right. So the air hits the bag. I'll roll a strength saving throw for him to see if he can hold on to it.
And now I want to assist him to let him get away with this.
So he rolled an 18, which would beat your saving throw there. So it hits the bag. Because it's bludgeoning, it moves it slightly, but he manages to hold on to it.
Oh no. I say, Pickles, give it back, and I jump up towards him.
Okay. You can see him put a hoof out, and he attempts to hit you. That's a natural 19 with a...
Wow.
This is super Emperor's New Groove in my head, but with the pack mule instead of a llama.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds here.
Yeah.
He has a -2 to hit.
Awakening Pickles was the best idea ever. And I love it.
This is not what I expected.
That is a... That's a 24 to hit then.
Yeah, that hits.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Kwanseng.
Okay. 16.
You feel something strange as your body locks up.
Did he stunning strike me?
And he scurries up the ladder and leaves you
Oh
as your body
no!
suddenly comes back, and he slams the trapdoor behind him.
I guess as that was happening, can I have wild companioned lizard familiar to like scurry up through the trapdoor along the wall?
I'll say give me an initiative roll. See how fast you could have done this.
Okay. 4.
Not really, no. So by the time he got up there, you summoned your animal
I'm
familiar.
7.
Can it go out through a window?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get it to the top so I can see what's going on.
Okay. This is the second floor, not the roof of the... is where he went.
Is there a window up there?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll look in if nothing else.
Okay, gotcha. So, Pickles is gone from sight. You're left wondering what the hell just happened as you got stunning striked by your own mule. Perhaps he was paying attention all these years.
I love this.
As Dane, you send your lizard out through the window. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Much better. That is a 19.
Okay. All right. So, you can see that the blinds that are up there are closed, but there's a little bit of a gap where your lizard could see. Maybe not a normal person, but just kind of like the way that it positions itself in the windowsill. It's enough to where you can kind of glance in there, and you can see Pickles sitting in one of the corners of the room. You don't have a very good vantage point, but you can see that there are these mechanisms that he has been working on that clamp around his hooves and fasten different kinds of tools onto them, so all he needs to do is move. And there is a saw in his hand, and he appears to be sawing some wood that may have been picked up somewhere along your journey. The project doesn't seem to be recognizable at the moment, but there's different pieces here. Some wood, some dirt, some stone. What it could be, I mean, only time will tell, but now you have an insight as to how he's able to actually grasp things. He puts these kind of tools that he made around the hooves that have like little fasteners, and he uses his teeth to like.
I relay all this as I'm seeing it.
Okay.
And then I will snap the lizard back to my hand.
Okay.
I am strangely concerned about that. But
I'm honestly very impressed. He's grown a lot within the past, few days, and you've awakened him. And I think you should be very impressed of your boy too. There, Quan, saying he's a wise ass. That's for
pound
sure.
on the trapdoor and I say, "You better not be using sharp tools, Pickles.
There's no one here.
Pickles, you'll poke an eye out."
You hear.
All right, now Quan saying, now that we know Pickle's nature and how mischievous he can be,
He's chaotic.
we need to find some leaky berries and make him some
Serves
pancake.
him right.
Oh shit.
Make him some pancakes or some tea,
Listen, so far we haven't found a bomb, but I feel like if anybody's gonna make a bomb, it's gonna be Pickles.
Well, we'll make a bomb right back.
what's a bum?
We have fireworks, the monks and I, and you'll see when we get there. We like to ride them into the sky.
Wait.
Fall down, glide
Dane.
back.
Have I not showed you this bomb I've been carrying this whole time? It's a nuclear warhead.
Yeah, it's
Look
just,
at all this
titanium
dynamite.
and like wires and like what is it? Digital like timer on there and
It is counting down. It's been a long time since it was counting down.
What number is on it currently?
Well, oh, sorry, I almost dropped it. That was close. Well, it looks like we got 532, 26, 52, 51. Yeah, it's somewhere. Who knows what those numbers mean. I just put it on. It's so strange.
I don't like where that's going.
I mean, it's going down, but I mean, it's something. I don't put the bomb away.
And the cart continues.
The cart continues, yes. Another hour passes without any kind of interruption, as I assume you guys are heading the most direct path, so you guys are going probably over here, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you begin to... Go ahead.
Sorry. I'm just gonna kind of hit it with one of these, give it one of those, and I'm just gonna like. Can I just draw that so that you don't have to ask every time?
Oh, sure. Is that cool for everyone?
I want to do a little bit more serpentine path. Just here, let me just draw that real quick. Just a brush. serpentine. Just kind of like that. This is great audio content for the podcast too. And then we're just gonna circle around, and then boop.
I don't see anything. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let me
Sorry.
see if I can't share that with the audience. Oh my god.
Yeah, just serpentine style. Just kidding. Oh. I erased your lines, Brinker. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Blue. Paintbrush. Excellent audio content.
Anyways, while you work on that, as the cart continues to move, I would say Kwansang and Dane, there is something that you guys sense. This shift in temperature almost. It's very cold, almost suddenly. Maybe drops somewhere around maybe 15 to 20 degrees is what you notice. And you're not sure if it's because you're in proximity to the mountain, maybe some cold air is coming down or something like that. But the air has gotten a little colder.
Real quick, have we long rested since we left them all?
Yes,
I don't think we have we?
you did.
Okay.
Because as you were leaving Amal, we did a time skip because it had the quote unquote daytime had come.
Got it. Okay. I'm saying, what do you reckon that drop in temperature is?
Well, it can get colder as we get close to mountains, but usually that's towards the peaks. I suppose if... What's our driver's name again?
Alcaeus.
I suppose if Alcaeus doesn't alarm us, it's probably nothing to worry about yet, but best to be on your guard.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. Just say all of a sudden, Rhonda just goes like, "Ooh, it's getting a little chilly," and puts on a cardigan. It's like, you fellas want some hot chocolate?
Onsting starts rubbing the front of his robes like this.
You can see the trap door kind of slightly open, and you see a horse eye kind of peek down as you mention hot chocolate.
Nope. You don't get in until you tell us what you're doing, Pickles.
Slam! As he slams the trap door like a stubborn child. He picks it up and he slams it 2 more times.
Where is Caligas and Persea?
They're there. They've been observing this just very quietly and keeping conversation to themselves.
I take a cup of hot cocoa and I knock on the trapdoor and like, Pickles, it's me, Rondon. I know. I whisper up and I'm like, hey, I know Kwansang said no hot chocolate for you, but I'm just gonna leave this on the top rung, kind of balanced precariously. I hope it doesn't spill. I hope someone can catch it before it falls over. And I just leave it there, waiting for Pickles to grab it.
It's a mug, you said?
Yeah, it's mug hot chocolate.
Well, he doesn't have thumbs.
Well, he'll learn how to hold it nonetheless. He's been holding tools this whole time, so maybe he has a special mug holding apparatus. Who knows? It's Pickles.
Good point.
As you just
Who's like part monk, part artificer, I guess.
The trapdoor kind of opens, and you see this this four kind of clawed thing just kind of like reach down very slowly
Oh my god.
and just like swinging, grabs onto the mug, and just like you can see it slowly kind of dangle upwards.
Hope you're spilling some hot chocolate. It's
Yeah.
a little warm.
And the door slams.
Oh no, my hot chocolate that I left on the top rung. Where did it go? And I'm like, boys, would you like some hot chocolate? Oh, sorry, Persea, would you like some hot chocolate too?
She looks like she's confused, but she nods nonetheless.
It's confusing times, I know. But I found this lovely cardigan, and it's mighty warm. Do you need a cardigan, Persea? I got
No,
two.
thank you. I'm used to these temperatures.
Okay, hot chocolate is.
As this is going, I will go out and sit with Alcaeus.
Okay.
Bring him a hot chocolate, Dane.
I take him a hot chocolate.
All right. You can, as you go out the front and kind of run up to the side and get on top of into the driver's seat, or the passenger seat rather. Well, it's like a bench that can hold up to 3 people.
Right. I'm riding shotgun.
There you go. Yep. And there's like an overhang to protect from the rain, and some like kind of like railings there to hold on to and whatnot. It's all very well made, and it's prepared for long journeys and whatnot. And you go and sit up in the front with him, and he is wearing some pretty basic clothing. Nothing really prepared for winter, but he doesn't seem like he's terribly bothered.
At first, I thought you were going to say he's wearing the cardigan that Rondon threw.
And so you continue on through the night, passing through trees. You can see that the trees are thinning out a little bit, but it's still present here. Getting a little closer to the mountain, they seem to be less common around here, particularly. However, the road is very smooth, much more smooth than it has been, as you now have an actual road. And you can look up into the sky and see the kind of half moon gleaming down its light upon all of you. Is there anything you wanted to say to him, or are you just keeping a lookout?
I'll just ask him quick. You're from here. You know these ones, aye?
Somewhat. I mean, I'm from Onor, but I've traveled up along this way somewhat.
This shift in temperature, is that normal?
Not particularly, but neither is all of this. As he kind of just gestures to everything.
Aye, that's fair. I'll keep an eye out with you. Make sure nothing comes up on us.
I'm sure if anything, the horses will know before I do.
I'll make sure nothing gets to them either, if I can help it. And I will use Wild Companion again for an owl, and just have it kind of circling, and have it let me know if it sees anything, and I'll be looking out the front.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check for it.
Okay.
And for
the
yourself.
owl first?
Either or first, whichever one you want.
I will do me first, and that's a +9. That is a 27 total for me.
Hot damn.
And for the owl, I think that's +2,
Nice.
+3. 19 for the owl.
All right. Pretty good rolls for both of you.
Dude,
Yeah.
killer.
So as the owl circles around, it gets a better vantage point than you do just from where you're sitting. But you can see that pretty far away, as the owl is high up in the sky. I'd assume it's flying as far as the range can give it, which is the 100 feet or so. It kind of flies around and scopes the area, and you can see that as you're beginning to get further and further away with the sight with the keen sight rather that it has. You can see that off in the distance, the trees are leafless. Very similar to what you had experienced back down in the Lake of Timbers, though the ground doesn't appear to be blighted or anything like that. It just seems like they're dead. Nothing really around you as far as dangers or threats, but with your perception, you can very easily see with a 27, very far off in the distance, you can see a very faint kind of lantern glow, leading you to believe that there is someone traveling along the same path, but much further away. And it is only because of that roll that you're able to see this, as it is, through trees, and kind of like the path kind of veers off to the right over the course of, or over the span of, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet away from you. But you notice that along the path that there is another group or another carriage traveling.
I will. I'll send my familiar ahead.
Okay.
Just kind of the command, hey, get close enough to see what that is, and then I'll bring you back if I have to.
All right. So the owl swoops
and I'll
forward.
let Alcaeus know that I'm gonna be not present for a moment, and to hit me if he needs anything.
Gotcha.
Just straight up deck him. Knock him out.
Dane, quick! Head spins around.
Just like the bone cracking sound. All right, and so the owl travels further into the woods, swooping through trees and branches. You can see several animals in the forest as you pass along. Since it is a straight line that you are sending it through, it's not kind of going along the path, and so you meet with a couple of packs of wolves, deer, several smaller woodland creatures like rabbits and squirrels, some other owls as well, and different other nocturnal birds, and none which seem to pay you any mind, at the moment at least. But as you continue further and further, eventually you reach what is essentially the outskirts of, or rather the perimeter of the cart that is continuing forward. It looks like it is a small wagon with a couple of humanoid people on it. I'll say go ahead and make a perception check with your owl.
Okay.
15.
Okay. These are simply humans. From what you can see, they appear to be carrying goods in just like unmarked crates in the back of their wagon. There are three of them. One which appears to be driving the wagon with a single horse, and two of them that appear to be just sitting in the back looking out, and there appears to be a lantern that is lit, kind of hanging by some kind of metal rod that just kind of sways back and forth.
I guess if I can catch any conversation, I will, but I'm not gonna focus too much on it.
Gotcha. With a 15 at a discrete distance, there's nothing audible.
Okay. All right, then. Yeah, I'll just snap the owl back, resume the perimeter around our carriage, and keep watching.
All right, perfect. Soon enough, the hour passes as you are moved again once more. Through the hex. It is now 10 o'clock of the 29th. And as you're...
Oh.
What's up?
I'll just say I'll hand the mug back inside, assuming that Alcaeus drank it.
Oh, most certainly. It's a chilly night, and I mean, it's not going to turn down hot chocolate.
Right.
Good.
So I'll return the mug. Alcaeus sends his thanks.
Kwansang, you can hear some murmuring between Caligast and Persea, and you can hear some kind of like some kind of petty remark from Caligast, just whispered over. Since your perception is a little higher, you can just say, "Yeah, and I didn't get offered any hot chocolate either." And you can see that Persea, during that time, split it between them.
Honestly, I couldn't remember their names, so I simply just stuck to my guns.
Caligast, I will make sure that Rondon is a lot more polite. I apologize. He sometimes gets distracted by pickles. I mean, it is a talking mule.
The trapdoor opens very suddenly, but with a slight crack, and then slams again as soon as you mention his name.
Is he just waiting by the trapdoor?
Pickles is like a drug addict.
What did Mike say last time? We're gonna have to kill Pickles at some point. Yeah. We miss you, Mike.
I hope you watch this VOD and get as much cheer as we did.
Rondon, would you see that Persea gets a little more hot cocoa? She shared hers with Caligast, and who's the other person she shared it with?
That's it.
Oh, I thought you said split it amongst them.
Right, amongst themselves, them
Oh,
two.
between the two of them.
Yeah.
Got it. I was like, I don't think there's anybody else in this cart right now.
Just Eric.
Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orby.
Just I forgot Eric too. He's blacked out. He'll be fine. We haven't unlocked him yet. And I just
Not available for this mission.
Yeah, I pour 2 mugs. And I'm just like, Caligast, I can't believe I forgot you. I'm so sorry. This will never happen again. Breaking the fourth wall. It'll probably happen again.
This guy.
NPCs? What NPCs?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm keeping track of reputation with them or anything.
Oh no. And then I hand them both bigger mugs of hot chocolate.
Okay.
I guess for Caligast, I have a straw in there for him, because I don't know if he can actually hold stuff.
Can't wait to give him the straw.
I'll say that you guys would have noticed it, especially with spending so much time with him. But he can manipulate things with his mind.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just very small things, just very basic telekinesis. Picking things up, grabbing things, opening doors. It's basically like a mage hand.
He took the telekinetic feat.
Sure. But that's how he interacts with the world, because he doesn't have any arms and all of his eye stalks are cut off.
Is he also blind? Am I imagining that?
He is also blind. You're not that much. You're not exactly sure of how he perceives the world, but at the very least,
Yeah.
his eye is physically blind.
Also, how did he know I gave hot chocolate? Does he have a nose? I want to see his nose.
Because you were talking about hot chocolate. He can hear.
You got me. Fair enough. I'd like to retract my statement. It was very rude.
Can you strike that statement from the court?
Yeah, strike that from the record.
There you go. Why are you typing that? And that. Stop typing.
This bitch, just keep on typing. Oh, no.
All right. You continue along your journey. Passing through another hex, seemingly without issue. I would like one of you to roll a percentile dice. Who's feeling it tonight?
I'll do it. $49.
Okay. Oops.
Brandon, what's going on in the mountains?
It's the Kill Bill like. Oh,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That noise is stuck in my head, just like the trailers for Godzilla. The massive noises that they make, like those.
I think that started with Inception, didn't it? Wasn't that where that came from?
It might have, but it just trips me out. It's like a vuvuzela or something like that, just making this crazy noise.
So, as the cart continues forward, and another hour has passed, you're at 11 o'clock of the 29th. Dane, as you are... You still have your familiar up, I believe, for another 2 more hours or something like that.
It lasts for 4.
Yep, so it's been 2 already.
And does this time traveling count as a short rest?
Let's see. I would say yeah. That's perfectly fine.
Okay, so I still have it up, but my charges have reset. Is that fair?
Well, you haven't expended it if it's still up.
Right. So I have one from before, and I'm at a clean slate. No charges used because I've short rested.
So, the problem with that is that if you expend a charge, that means it's done. It's gone. There's no effect remaining on it. So if you have a familiar out, you can't regain that charge because it's still in use.
But in the past, I've short rested in wild shape, and it's reset my. That's a thing that you've ruled before.
I don't know. I'll say I'll look into it, but for now we'll keep it that way.
Okay.
So you still have your charge then, or you still have your familiar up. You've rested. You have your charges back.
Okay.
And so at this point, the owl is still circling around for another 2 more hours.
Mm-hmm.
But you begin to hear the horses in the front suddenly make these strange noises as the cart suddenly comes to a halt.
Fuck!
You can hear this... you hear what sounds like something porcelain breaking at the second level of the cart. And some kind of very large and heavy, like tumbling up there as well as the horses suddenly come to a stop, and the cart kind of like, has to catch up to stop as well.
I'm gonna bang on the trapdoor like, "You didn't break my mug, did you?"
There's no one up here, just a mule.
Pickles. What? What kind of... I'm not the brightest bulb in this goddamn farm.
Crayon box.
But, like, we all know you're a mule and that you're someone.
Bar? Hold on.
What?
Yeah, it took me a second to realize you said I'm not the brightest bulb in this goddamn farm.
What? Did you break my mug or not? Listen, I won't be upset. I just need to know if I need to replace the mug.
You hear some shuffling up there. Go ahead and make a perception check, I'd say.
There's a... Yeah, I'm not my greatest thing, so let's... 13.
13, okay. I'll say with that, you hear what sounds like some footsteps, and then suddenly quiet.
Quansing, I think he's got a girl up there. He brought a girl home. That's it. I'm gonna use a giant smite just to break open the trapdoor.
All right, so you use giant smite inside the cart, and you push the trapdoor open, which doesn't have any resistance to it.
And just like, Pickles, what are you doing up here?
You look and you see that there's no one there. And very obviously you see an open window.
Quansang, he ran! He ran! I shrink back down and fall through the hole. Okay. He ran!
Make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Acrobatics. I was going to do Arcana for some reason. 18.
Okay, yeah. So one of your legs ends up getting caught up in the rung, but it's like one of those like really cool falls where like, oh, I totally meant to do this. Like
my heel catches it, I flip backwards, but landed exactly. Like the Black Widow pose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Such a poser.
That's Rondon. He might have a bomb. That's now a concern that I have now. Does he have my... No, he doesn't have my bomb. Pull it back out. 46? Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, but he's not there anymore.
So the shattering noise was a window, I'm assuming. But he did take my mug too, now that I'm thinking about it.
We're in a cart.
Who takes a mug?
Who breaks a window in a cart?
Apparently Pickles.
The window is open. Rondon, you do find your mug broken on the ground. You just didn't see Pickles. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Okay.
That. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Retcon. Retcon.
Retcon.
Yeah, I know. For some reason, Redcon was just the word for me. He broke my mug. And he's gone. He went through the window.
I hope he took a blanket because it gets cold outside. I'm just kidding.
For an animal that you had the majority of your life,
just all of a sudden they just write him off.
What a weird twist.
I turn my back. I'm like, if he's gonna be stubborn, so am I.
I'm gonna adopt a turkey next.
Yeah. Turkey is the next best option.
Yep.
From mule to turkey.
You only have to raise them for a year before you eat them for Thanksgiving.
Now Thanksgiving is a part of this world.
Anyways, what would you like to do?
I'll leave them.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I
Say,
think
when the sorry, go on, Drew.
I think we should investigate the scene.
Yeah, I was gonna say when the horses stopped and I was hearing them make noises or whatever, I would have pretty quickly like stood and tried to get a better view of what's happening.
I mean, I already.
Outside?
What's that?
You mean outside?
Am I not still up front?
Right, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So as the horses stop and begin to make like their neighing sounds, they you can hear them flustered as kind of making these kind of strange, like almost like what would they be called, like
Whinnies?
like
Snorts.
That's the word. Yep.
Huffs.
Yep. Like they're flustered, they're they're riled up. I'll say go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. I'm gonna give myself guidance on this one.
Okay, go ahead.
That is a 21.
All right. With a 21, you're able to hear the goings on inside the cart. It's muffled, but you can still hear what's going on inside. The shattering of the porcelain.
All he hears is. Anyways.
And as you're looking out, you also hear what sounds like this very meaty thud to your left.
Like violence?
You're unsure. Like something just fell.
I like left in the woods or like left around the side of the cart?
Around the side of the cart.
Okay. So I'll like grab like a banister on the cart and lean around to see.
Okay. You can see a mule walking on its hind legs, hunched over, carrying a sack on its back, and like its eyes are wide, and just it puts up a hoof to like simplify, like, shh.
What are you doing?
Just go along with it. And he like tiptoes faster and faster to the front of the cart. You can see him beginning to unlatch one of the horses and take off his saddles, and he begins to put the saddles on the horse and kind of corral it on the side of the cart, and you can see him fastening himself into the horse's place.
Are you gonna say anything?
I'll make it worth your while. Just go with it.
I got none of that.
Yeah, you want to whisper closer to
sure.
the microphone.
He says, I'll make it worth your while. Just go along with it.
What the hell? We're gonna have to kill Pickles, aren't we?
I'm gonna return my attention to what might have made the horses stop.
Okay. So you're like, this is not important. Whatever. You look out into the forest. That lantern that you had seen before had been pretty apparent to you. But it seems to have disappeared from your sight. I'm not exactly sure what it could mean, but what you do see in this hour is some kind of blackened silhouette in an impossibly tall humanoid form, seemingly made entirely of shadow, just strolling through the woods. Its movements are slow, and there is this kind of trailing smoke behind it. And it appears to be getting colder and colder as you've gotten closer to it, was what you now realize.
Is it anything that I recognize?
Nothing really, no.
Do we have any lights on the carriage?
You would, yes. There are several luminous stone lamps that kind of
That's
adorn
right,
the outside. Mm-hmm.
There's stones. Okay.
Yep.
So I can't use Druidcraft to snuff them out.
No, but they do have covers.
Okay. Okay, let's cover the lights quickly and quietly. Pickles, this might not be the time to be joking. And as I go around the side, and like as I'm putting covers over the stones, I'll like tap on the window to get their attention, and like eyes front.
Inside, it's like being live. It's being filmed in front of a live studio audience, and like there's a bunch of like people like clapping, just like looking at the whole like sitcom. But yeah, you make eye contact, we'll say, with Rondon. No, we'll say Presea. She'd be paying attention. Kwansang and Rondon are too enthralled in the Pickles mystery. Presea's like, what are you talking about? Like, animals talk all the
time. Right. Can I open the window from the outside?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
There's like a sliding panel, kind of.
Okay. So I'll slide it across. Quietly, everyone. There's something in the woods. I don't recognize it. It's tall, very tall, and just living shadow, the shape of a human something, but enormous.
Sounds like a wood shadow person.
That's probably what it is.
When people listen to the podcast, they're going to be like, he sounds like such an idiot.
Are any of you proficient in Arcana?
I surprisingly am.
What?
Because I'm a gnome.
Oh, nice. Proficient in acrobatics.
All right, acrobatics is what you needed.
Sorry, I haven't. Never mind. I don't have proficiency in Arcana. I have advantage in Arcana. I guess.
Is Caligas proficient with Arcana?
He is. Yes. Thankfully, you have him.
Thankfully, we have him.
I have expertise in stealth. I'm stealthy.
So how do you bring this up to Caligas then?
Is what I just said to the group not enough?
Nah.
Okay.
You gotta roleplay it.
You
gotta earn this lore.
I've never seen anything like what's in the woods right now, and my voice is very low relative to Tyler's, who needs to be picked up by a mic.
Oh, sure.
Does anyone have any experience with anything like this? Anyone know what that might be? Because we might need to confront it in some capacity. I don't know.
And so Caligas does float over now. And you can see them with a kind of furrowed brow, beginning to think to themselves. And they say, How tall would you say it was?
How tall would I say it was, DM?
It's probably close to maybe 80, 90 feet.
Okay. It's 80, 90 feet, maybe 100. It's enormous.
Did you hear that?
God? Is that you?
Aha!
Yeah, he's like, the thought has come to me. Let me go ahead and roll for. Easy. Natural 19. This dude has like a plus 18 to Arcana.
Oh,
wow,
bananas.
Yeah. He says, from what it sounds like, it is a night walker. They are terrible creatures of death and shadow which destroy and absorb all hope. Encountering one at this particular point in time would lead to certain death, though it is very rare for them to cross the threshold. The dark veil might have something to do with it.
Well, that's just great. Thank you. That sounded sarcastic, but I mean it. It's very helpful.
Well, that's just great.
True.
I love Dane so much.
How do we... Is it aggressive, or is it just going on its way?
It is a mindless creature. Aggressive, I would say no, but it will not hesitate to kill you, as it is one to feed on energy.
So if we don't draw attention to ourselves, we'll probably be all right.
Possibly, but the terror that it leaves in its wake could have other kinds of consequences.
Wonderful.
And if it dwells in this area now, given the proximity to the fort, it may or may not have to be addressed at some point in time.
Then we wait for it to pass. Aye, all of us.
It's for me. I don't want to fight this thing.
I mean, we also gotta go after Pickles. He escaped from the top. Like, he could be out there chasing that, Night Walker? Or the Night Walker could be chasing him. Honestly, why aren't you as concerned about Pickles as I am at the moment?
Well, that's a good point. Maybe Pickles is the Night Walker. He's been freaking me out lately.
That could be fair. Well, if that's Pickles, we gotta chase him then. Beat the ass.
Like a drum.
Gotta smack that ass like a drum.
If I look up to the front, is Pickle still like in the harness?
Yes, and there's a very confused horse standing next to him.
Just a horse just, huh?
Well, on all fours, not standing upright.
Yeah, that's just where my mind wanted to go.
Are the lights sufficiently covered at this point, would you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Alkea says, so with that in mind, what are we going to do?
We might need to go out and make sure he's okay, I guess. I hate it when he runs off like this. It really only started about a week ago. But he keeps doing weird things.
I really thought he'd just be a good companion for you.
Well, he's a great companion. He just keeps doing weird things.
He's
kinda-
much like
It's kind of fun.
he's much like Quan saying, just mischievous.
Yeah,
Too mischievous.
I think we're gonna have to kill him.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start heading towards the door to go search for Pickles.
He's not far. Don't worry about it.
Do you know something, Dave? As I turn around.
I'll mind link with Rondon. He's up front. He's in front of the cot. He's fine.
And I guess I'm gonna respond back like, what is he doing there? Did you tell him to come back in?
I told him now's not the time to be joking. But he's committed. I don't know.
I mean, that wasn't an explicit come back inside. But
There's other stuff going on, Rondon, and I'll step away from the.
Well, it'll be his death when he catches a cold. Or a night walker. Who knows what he catches first.
You'll catch a night walker.
Get in here now!
Yeah. So I guess with that knowledge, I'm ready to hunker down, to see if it passes.
Okay.
If that's the
I
consensus amongst
still
the
don't
group.
know this. Nobody's told me.
Oh, I'm just like I just sit. I just kind of plop myself down, and it seemed like he's up front. He's
up front.
he's. Dane told me he's in the place where a horse was, and there's now a confused horse up there.
It's a bad idea. This is how Pickles was made. It was a horse and a donkey.
I'm gonna go leave the room. This is very awkward now.
I don't know why you do this to us.
I'll go and comfort the horses.
Okay.
Kind of.
I'm plopping down on the seat, and I'm like, hey, you gotta go deal with this. Kwan's saying, I think you gotta deal with this.
I don't know why he doesn't even want to talk to me.
I'm just a little frustrated that he broke my mug and didn't tell me about it. And now, when we get to the next city, I'll have to get a new mug.
We should just beat him.
Shit.
Like a drum.
Somebody roll a percentile dice for me.
Oh god. I got it. 45.
2 Nightwalkers appear.
There's 45 Nightwalkers now.
All right. So what ends up happening is over the course of an hour, staying in your position, observing it, it does indeed leave your sight as it wanders off into some other part of the forest.
Thank God.
That was a 50-50 roll.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, boy.
Yikes. Big yikes. Big time yikes.
Remember that time you yiked?
Yeah, I did. I do.
And so as the hour comes to a close, it is now 12 a.m. the 30th of Kythorn. The curating sale has officially commenced.
Oh, God.
All right, who has the key?
Mike. I mean, Eric.
Wait, who's Mike?
I said Eric. I corrected myself.
We call him Mike sometimes. It's embarrassing for him. Some kid used to bully him.
Wow, you're such a Mike.
What a Mike.
Well, I'm gonna just rummage through Eric's pockets and bags trying to find the key.
He threw it away.
Okay, so you place your hand inside this black silhouette, and it's like all goopy and weird, and then you pull out that the curating key.
This was a weird experience. I don't want to live it again.
It's weird because when you punch it, it's solid, but when you touch it, it sucks you right in.
And I'm just like, okay, Quansley, where'd you put the portrait of me?
Rondon, it's right next to you.
I thought this was a mirror.
It's just there now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna start with the man in the mirror, and I put the key and put it in and twist it.
All
Bop
right.
it.
And as you put the key inside, you can see that the Rondon painting with the 2 thumbs up suddenly begins to shift and warble and warp, and suddenly you can see the interior of the curator's realm, which is this like beautiful marbled hall with a red carpet.
And I'm just gonna yell at LKS, BRB will be back whenever. And then turn over to Persea and here we go. I can't remember his name.
Telegast.
Caligast. I'm like, you two are more than welcome to join. Or you can stay here or whatever. It's probably cozier in here. I don't know.
Presea says, I'll look after the cart.
Okay. Smart move. This is why you're the brains of the group.
And she climbs the ladder up to the roof and just places herself at the top like a sentinel.
Just scanning the area.
Yeah. Just like lasers, like just like All right, and so one by one you all follow suit into the Rondon painting, and we'll go ahead and take a break there.
All right.
It's finally here.
The
Maybe.
curating sale.
Time to go shopping. And while we're on this break, feel free to check out our socials. We're at RNG Presents pretty much everywhere you can find it. TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We have a flow page if you want to check it out. Flow.page/RNG Presents. See you in 15.
We shall return. And hello, everyone, and we have returned.
Welcome back.
Yes.
We have unfortunately returned, and now it's all your problems.
Wah, wah. There's no one here because we disconnect so much. It's all my fault. Actually, it's MediaCom's fault. Fuck MediaCom.
If they want to support us by
Fucking
Giving us
off.
better,
being a sponsor,
by sponsoring better internet for us.
right? Wonder if we. Technically, we could probably get you a business account, Brandon.
Nah, that's okay. We'd actually have to provide something. Anyways, returning back from break, the Nightwalker seems to have wandered off into some random direction, far away from your sight. You do not see it, you do not feel it, although the wood does seem a little colder. The trees are a little more withered from this distance. You're not entirely sure. But as you use the key on the Rondon's painting, or rather the painting of Rondon, one by one, you all step inside to the marble hall of the Curator. And as such...
Khyle come with?
if you'd like him to. He doesn't really care, honestly.
So he was invited. Also, what about Persea's creature residue?
The only one that she has would have been the one that was just distributed last session.
I thought she got Nifty's, or not Nifty's, Raven's bag.
Ah, yes. So then I will give that to one of you. Who has the lowest CR right now?
Me.
No, you don't.
Then it's definitely me. I have 62.
Let's see.
I got plenty.
62 blaze it.
62 blaze it. I have 41.
41.
Mike has fewer than I have. I don't know.
That's true.
The roof of my mouth is itching so bad. I hate raw peaches.
Not raw peaches.
That's right, you're like weirdly allergic to fruit, aren't you?
Yeah, and some vegetables.
Yeah.
Just makes my mouth itch for a bit.
That is weird.
If my throat closes up, I'll have to go take Benadryl quick, but
Okay.
like to live a life on the edge, you know?
Right. Eric has 22, and I have 42.
Yeah, well, unfortunately he's not here, so he has no claiming rights to this. Sorry, Mike. It's not your fault, but you gotta be here.
Okay.
So, Dane, add 23 creature residue to your bag.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. So, as you entered the Curator's realm, immediately that sense of cold, all of the the normal senses that you would have in the plane that you're currently in suddenly wash away into this beautifully comfortable interior. And you, just as before, see that red carpet with that kind of velvet rope that seems to lead you into the further interior. And you also see that that marble mannequin
whose name I forget.
Oh God, it was like Richard.
Give me just a
Frederick?
second. I took this note.
We forgot last time too, and he was
And
super upset.
Took the note to make sure we wouldn't again. But where did I put that?
That's definitely not his name.
Rhonda would remember. Mac doesn't.
Where the heck did I put that?
Where the hecky?
Hurry, Tyler. You're embarrassing us. You gotta find the... Just get it.
Oh no. Everyone's standing there like Robert.
Robert.
Mannequin's name is Robert.
That's what he wants us to think.
And I'm just like, it's now almost feeling a little too warm in this cardigan. Robert, how are you doing, buddy?
You blink, and suddenly the mannequin's position changes to that of like waving hello to you. Very surprised.
Do you need a cardigan? Are you comfortable?
And then you blink again, and suddenly it's like,
Okay. I have an extra one, I think. I don't know where I tossed it, but I'll just drape this over my shoulders like a fancy lad.
there you go.
Like a fancy lad.
Is he wearing his hat from before, or is he just
He's not actually,
Yeah.
no.
just gonna be like, Robert, where'd your hat go? Or I guess, is it? I really like the hat. It looked really good on you. Unless you got a new hat, then, strut it. We gotta see it.
Show us the hat, Robert.
He seemingly just shrugs, as if he doesn't know. Maybe he misplaced it.
Well, we're gonna have to find you a new hat. Now, that's Rondon Timber's guarantee. That was the word I was looking for. Words are difficult, Robert.
He nods his head.
Yeah, he just kind of like his head's like kind of pointed down, and he puts his hand on your shoulder and just like, I understand.
Thank you. So you're so sympathetic as I'm like patting his hand. All right. Well, we'll make sure to stop by and say goodbye before we leave. But we got to sail the hit. And start walking off.
All right.
Oh, no.
Following the velvet kind of guided path with the red carpet, you eventually come upon the main hallway with a series of doors in this very long stretching hallway that leads to different kinds of rooms, and very obviously now you see that the curator, which is this kind of white owl Aarakocra, this kind of bird person, just very, very fancy. He's got, at the moment, it looks like this kind of like a royal kind of purple velvet vest on with some kind of like gold trimming on it. And you can see that he's talking to another person who also is standing there. And as you kind of get closer and closer, you recognize this as the one and only Sybil.
No way. What is she doing here?
I have a hard time remembering Sybil.
Sybil was the white lady. That left
The what?
with Pip. That left with, not Pip, left with Balefire.
Thank you. Memory is
Garbage.
Sybil. Yeah, Sybil. How'd you get in here? Do you have a key? Is there Is there 2 keys?
She turns around and she looks at you and she says, well, after finding out that you had one yourself, I'm not surprised to see you here at all.
I mean, we're keeping track of the days.
Where is she?
Also, yeah. What Quan saying? Where's Pit? Where? Oh,
What?
Rondon dies.
Play dead, Rondon. Play dead.
What Quan saying? Where Pip?
Is she gone? Is she gone? Where's Bill?
Balefire decided to stay behind for the time being. She is, well, we are technically inside of Berkshire at the moment. We had anticipated your arrival, but it seems you had other plans.
Yeah, we got a little sidetracked. We had to go see my family and had to show the lot around town. And yeah, there's a lot. Well, we almost died across a few bridges. Let's see.
And luck thereof.
And lack thereof. Yes, thank you, Dane. Please don't talk to your mouth full. I don't want you to choke. And then, also, Dane, where'd you get the food?
Do you not carry rations with you?
What? Anyways, and then we had to deal with a little prankster mule.
Which
We stopped in the mall.
I still need to talk to him.
He'll be fine, I guess. Stopped in the mall, killed some werebears that were kind of going crazy.
Werebears go crazy.
What else? Well, then we saw a shadow monster that was impossibly big. And then we came in here. That's pretty much it.
I see.
And that is where we pick up tonight's episode.
You know, there was something that Balefire did want me to tell you. Something about the flower you wanted to place at the grave, Quan saying.
Yes.
Well, you see, when we went, there was only one grave.
Well, what do you mean?
You mentioned that there were 2. There's only one grave we found.
What was that? Did the headstone say anything?
I don't believe that you marked either of their graves with writing.
Oh, that's right.
Was it the larger looking grave or the smaller looking grave?
What's that, Tyler?
I thought we... Didn't someone, like, carve on a stone?
Couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Give me a few minutes.
Hold, please.
Yeah, we'll have to look back.
I can't remember.
Hey, chat, can you chime in and let us know, did we...
Yeah, fucking right.
On BRB.
I chat.
Are you checking to see the things that you did during the time skip? Mac.
I already found the funeral.
This is just...
I was looking for it for a different reason last time.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. So I should be able to get right back to it.
Womp.
Why do you guys think that peaches in Georgia taste better than other peaches?
I haven't had a peach from Georgia.
Me either. But people say that they taste better. Like,
I think I think it's like somewhat like along the lines of just like Iowa, where we're kind of known for our corn and soybeans and pork, whatever. It's just like that was.
Also, living in Iowa, I've never just eaten a soybean. I just thought of that, like, because we have them and they're probably, I don't know, good, but it's not like sweet corn, you know?
Yeah, I think we use our soy for other things other than just eating. I think it's like
Right. I know that a majority of our corn is like
feed corn.
Yeah, feed and gasoline corn,
Mm,
ethanol corn or whatever.
got those ethanol plants.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, Tyler?
He's listening.
Hmm.
What a guy! So glad he's the library.
Oh, he's listening to the episode?
Yeah, and obviously not the whole thing, but he probably went to that part real quick to see if we marked
I'm
it.
skipping through a bit.
He does.
I think that you guys grew some bushes around, but there was no tombstones.
Down and to the left.
I actually listened to that song on my way home from taking my kids their pillows.
Aw.
So good.
What a
What a
tune,
good
you know?
dad you are, Drew.
What a good dad.
California bound.
Oh yes! Oh yes!
Thank you. Please don't tell me that I'm dreaming.
All I ever wanted was to
Dream another sunset with you. Even though we're probably way out of sync for that
Yeah,
last.
No, it was pretty good, actually.
Oh.
So we did lay them in one combined grave. We didn't dig two.
Oh, we didn't? I didn't even remember.
I could have sworn that you guys did two separate ones.
I mean, we could retcon that.
But there wasn't any mention in the part that there's like 4 minutes left. But there wasn't any talk of.
Yeah, like I said, I think that you grew plants around them, for that being a thing, but
I
you
grew a
didn't
bunch of
actually
flowers.
mark the graves.
God. Did she plant the plant anyways?
Yes, she put it down.
She dropped the dun-da-da.
Don't drop that dun-da-da.
Just don't drop that down to that.
Dude, most of our episodes are just us randomly quoting. It's so bad.
I'm sorry, you said there was one grave.
Right. As in, it seems as though there was only one body buried.
Did it look like someone dug up the bodies or the body?
It was a little hard to tell. I didn't pay too much attention.
Well, go back there and look a little bit harder. Jeez. Sorry, I lost my temper. I apologize.
He's like, Sybil, no, seriously, stop talking. Stop talking.
Please, you're talking way too much. Shut it. Anyways, did it look like just a large grave was left, or?
Yes.
Oh,
Dear God.
or can Pip be back alive? Is Pip back alive? I mean, I'm dumbfounded. I'm glad that she's back. Maybe? Question mark. I'm at a loss. I mean, we saw her die.
And I don't think we'll see her again. I'm not sure. Well, we need to check into this when we have time.
Right. Well, in the meantime, I have some shopping to do, as I believe you do as well. So I'll leave you to that, and we can reconvene once that's all done with. And she walks down the hallway, and you can see her kind of like peering at different doors to see which one's hers. And then you are met face to face with the curator, and he says, "Ah, hello, my friends. It's been some time. I hope you've been collecting and are ready to spend now that we have a special going on at the moment."
I am distraught.
I guess
That's
show me the rooms.
Oh, there's one thing that we have to take care of, however. I have been informed, you can see him like fumbling around with his little vest, and he pulls out a little card here, and he says, someone by the name of DM says that there is some kind of redemption for Dane.
Blessed be his name. For the DM, that is.
I am.
The god over the pantheon.
Right,
there.
right.
So
I'm DM. I'm Dane.
It's addressed to you. Here you are. You can
take
see
it.
it's like a little
Right.
it's like a little card.
Stretch.
It's like a little card, and it says that you can either choose between CR or a DM gift.
Oh lordy.
Oh no, a choice.
Turning authority.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember when you give me a hard time for being like cheaty? This is when it hurts me. I just rolled the dice to the side. I didn't even like apply. Like
13. It means
What'd you roll?
All right, Mac, you tell me, is the CR odd or even?
CR is odd. I always go
Okay,
odd
CR.
even. So 1, 2.
I rolled a 17.
okay, gotcha. So you get some CR. So he says, well, step right this way then. And you can see this awkward machine stuck on the side of the wall, much like it was before.
What do I do with it?
Well, first you'll need a number 2 pencil. Here you go. And you just make sure that you fill in the circle completely. You don't put any X's or check marks. Make sure that you don't go outside of the line. And you want to check the one that you want.
Dane!
He said no X's.
I just wanted to make sure that you were paying it. That's a number 1 pencil. Please grab the number 2.
Oh, it's the number 2.
Wow, it actually is a number 2 pencil.
I looked at Rondon and I go, Dane's such an idiot. He doesn't know how to count. It was the first pencil he grabbed. He said the number 2 pencil.
All right,
I
now
can't-
feed that little card to the machine.
I can't believe him.
This is actually the post-it note that I put up to make sure I didn't forget about the sale. So I've put it in the machine.
Okay, you put it through the machine.
What?
Roll a d20 for me.
3.
It comes back out.
I smooth it out.
Okay.
I go over my little bubble very meticulously. I draw a darker border around it,
Okay.
and I lightly shade the bubble back in with the flat part of the pencil.
All right.
I smooth it out some more.
Okay.
I make sure it's got the arrow on it that's
Yep.
facing in.
Mhm.
I wrote my name at the top.
Okay.
And I slide it back into the machine.
Okay, roll a d20.
What? How'd you...
7.
It comes back out.
Here, hold on. Let me just slide that back.
It's fickle. It does these kinds of things.
I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it one more time.
All right.
Am I adding anything to it?
Nope.
9.
This time it goes back out and then back in, and it's like, and then it stays in. You wait a couple seconds. It comes back out.
I was like, no, handy here. Let me just like round the corner. Just it should be smooth now.
Okay.
Dang.
I hear if you lick it, it helps.
I just lean into Kwanzaa like, does that actually really help?
No, let's see if he does.
Oh, okay.
Thane, what are you doing?
One thing, will you roll a persuasion check for me? or a deception, I guess.
24.
24. All right. I'll accept that. Rondon, hold this.
Yep.
Just kind of hold it out facing me.
Okay. Here you go.
And I'm going to wild shape.
Okay. Into what?
Into a death dog.
Okay.
And 2 times the lick.
I'm going to lick it once with each head.
Okay. Where's the
I'm gonna
post-it
Dane
note,
shape
Tyler?
again. What?
Where's the post-it note?
All
All right, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Okay.
I'm just like,
There's ink on this, Brandon.
You're gonna be higher than a kite, brother.
8.
Oh my god!
with advantage.
I rolled a 2 and an 8.
Gee.
Oh, no.
This turns out to be our biggest bat of all time.
Technology.
You know, I don't want anything.
I give up.
I just want to go shopping and go make sure that our horses aren't eaten by a shadow monster thing.
Maybe
After
crying a
several
corner.
minutes of trying, because there's no way that you can roll below a 10 after 5 minutes.
I don't know.
Yeah, that one had a 17.
Eventually, after just the longest 5 minutes of your life, the card is taken, and you can hear like this kind of whirring sound. And suddenly your pouch opens up almost on its own, and you can see that this kind of creature residue begins to funnel into the bag, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. For this, you can add, let's see. Roll another d20 for me.
52.
14.
Okay.
17, 38.
So you gain 64 CR from that.
All right.
Because I didn't
Wow.
forget your birthday this time.
Dang.
Wowzers,
I feel
trousers.
less guilty.
I have gas.
Same.
Kwanzaa just toots a little in the curator's room. Brrr.
I can smell that. It's the curator.
Actually, you know what? You licked the paper. You get 75. That's fine.
There you go.
All right.
I wonder if you know how you can smoke meat? I wonder if you could, like, get meat to taste different by farting on something for just so long.
Yeah, you get sharticles in there.
It It's probably possible. I mean, it's gas.
Anyways,
Somehow we
with that out of
landed
the
here.
way, your pockets are now feeling a little heavier, Dane.
You got some heavy pockets there, buddy.
It'd be a shame if you got mugged.
Payback, psychos.
All right, and with that, everyone hurries to their own rooms unless there's anything that you wish to discuss with the curator.
Nope, I'm just gonna dap him up. Just
Rundun. I know
yes.
that Perseus sent Reva's pouch with me because I, at the time, had the least, and now I no longer have the least. Would you like that 23, 21, was it 23? Would you like that 23 residue?
Does Kwansing have more than me or less than me?
I have none.
Have you not been tracking?
No, he's fucking lying.
I'm so broke. How much do you need?
No. How much do you have?
Like 12.
Didn't you get 100 for your birthday?
It was. No, I mean, maybe.
Then yes, I will take that 20 something.
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
What do you need from me?
What do you require?
I need to know how many CR you have just to make sure that I'm not taken away from the least of us.
My father once told me that if you can make
I
a
have,
blade, or if you
I
can
have
fix a
100.
blade,
I have 142.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, I will take it. Thank you.
Remember how much that was, Brandon?
what?
Reva's bag.
I'll go look.
I don't have like an itemized list of what's been added. It's just
Oh, sure. That makes sense. Oh. I deducted it. We'll say it's 23. Why not?
23. All right. Very good.
And you know what we should do? Looking at my character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
we should make Pickles the pack mule with his new stats. Because I want to see his stunning strike. That bee hole.
He's somehow stronger than you.
Stunned me immediately.
I have nothing. After adding it. Like, thank you, Danny. That was so generous of you. Kwansing. And I walk to my room.
All right, so you're going first then, Rondon.
Okay. Remind me what we have.
So you step inside your room, and let's see. You see that a couple of things have been added that were in other people's rooms that are now available to you. One of which is the lowest one here, is something called the Time Sensor, which was available in Balefire's room. It allows you to... Well, actually, this actually isn't really much useful since it started keeping track of time. Never mind. Let's do Chalky Talkie. Chalky Talkie is a magical chalk that you can draw a circle in the air with that opens a portal where you can communicate with another person on the same plane of existence as you. Essentially what it does is this little invisible glowing ball appears in front of them, and they can choose to reach out to it, and if they grab it, then it opens the portal, which they can speak to you, and they can be from anywhere. It has 3 uses on it. It's worth 10 CR. So it just lets you talk with people across long distances through magic, essentially.
Okay.
There is also something called a Luck Stone, which is worth 25 CR. it boosts all of your stats or all of your skills by 1. So
Okay.
every skill you have gets a +1. Let's see. There's also the Power Band Communicators, which was another item from Bale's room that allows you to, for the first purchase, you gain 2 of them, it's 30 CR, and they're basically like little bracelets that you can speak into, and the other person can hear.
James Bond style.
Yes,
Alright.
it is audible, however, so keeping quiet would be a little bit difficult with this, but you'd be able to communicate over long distances, which is about 1,000 feet or so. You also get access to something called the Bag of Colding, which is a bag that preserves material. So any kind of raw material that you would find on the field, like monster parts and all that stuff, you can keep preserved indefinitely. So depending on the type of monster, it fills up faster, but essentially it's a way for you to preserve different kinds of meats so that you can keep in your stock, so that way you can make magical meals with all the things you've gotten.
Right. And how much CR is that?
That's 50 CR.
After the sale?
No, before.
Okay.
There's also the Band of Darkness. This band is a cloth which you fold over your eyes, and it allows you to see within magical darkness up to 60 feet. And so this would allow you to pierce the veil. However, it does give you these black veins that kind of spider out from underneath that cloth.
Interesting.
That one is worth 60 CR. A little bit higher up the list for you is the Bag of Holding. And that one is worth 80 CR.
Right.
You know what this does. Everyone pretty much does.
It holds stuff.
It holds things, yes. Let's see. Other than that, there is something which you had desired long ago that you had written into the chat. And that is the fusion earrings, rings.
Oh, my word.
Thinks I hate it.
These earrings are 100 CR.
Ooh.
They can be used to fuse 2 beings of the same type to 1 being. Let me read the description here for you. 2 willing creatures of similar type can use their actions to fuse their beings for 1 hour. While in this state, you use the average health of the 2 creatures, and you use the highest stats of both creatures. They keep and have access to all abilities of the other creatures, but they keep the same action economy.
I love it, and as I'm just approaching this, I'm just like,
It does, however, have a recharge period of 1 month.
that's okay. Ooh, these are some tough decisions.
And then, other than that, there is the things that are available to everyone else as well, which is the tomes that increase your stats permanently, which is the tome of the intelligence, charisma, wisdom, strength, dexterity, and constitution. All of them besides the dexterity one are 350. The dexterity one is 500.
All right. So what I want to do is I want to pick up those earrings and just be like, is this on sale? Are these on sale, Mr. Curator? Are these on
Absolutely,
sale?
yes. And so, because they are normally 100, it would be 75 at the moment.
275.
That's the opposite of a sale, right?
Yeah, I was like, they're currently 75. Oh boy, these are tough decisions. I can either get the Luckstone.
How much is the Luckstone?
25. Normally.
Yeah, Luckstone and the walkie-talkie bracelets, or I can get these earrings. I'd look really cool in these earrings.
The earrings are very strong, but you'll only be able to use them once a month, so kind of balance out what's worth more.
I know. I'm just like,
because imagine being able to use Kwansang's monk abilities with your fighter abilities. Like, you guys would be OP, and I mean, any combination of you would be OP. Imagine having Eric's spellcasting and shit while you have other things.
I know. I'm so happy about this.
But it also means that you both have to Jaeger the other, like, the same character in combat, which is
yeah.
Can you imagine that in a boss fight? You're like, let's do this! You'll never defeat us together.
Then we just do the fusion. Zoop. Anyways, I'm just like, honestly, for meta purposes, or meta, whatever, I'm super stoked on this, and I'm now too focused. You know what? Rondon's the same way. He's too focused on the earrings. He's like, I need these. I need these. Please take my CR. Take it.
All right, so you are taking the earrings then.
Yep, and then I just bloop, put them on my ears.
All right, so as you take the earrings, the CR is emptied from your bag, and this I don't have fully fleshed out in D&D Beyond, but you can put fusion earrings in your bag. I'll go ahead and send you the specifics of the item, like the description, and then once I have it in there, I'll just put it in your inventory. But yes.
All right.
So just write it down for now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very, very strong item.
I am excited.
All right. Where does that leave you, by the way, in terms of CR?
So 75. Let me just puts me at 10.
Okay, gotcha.
Ow.
So you could. Oh wait, no, you couldn't.
I am perfectly content with my earrings.
All right. So between Dane and Kwansang, who is next?
Go ahead, Dane.
Dane.
He'll go in.
All right, Dane, you enter your room, and just as before, you can see that this is a very large room with what looks like pillars that seem to be higher or lower depending on the ranking of the amount of CR here. And so for you, it looks like you have the mana potions, which are all available to you as well.
Yep.
The Luckstone as well. It looks like you have your creature catalog pages, which are essentially just sightings for you, depending on what, if you hadn't seen a monster before that you want to have. You do have your wood golem workers, which are 50 CR each before the sale, which can basically, multiply the amount of hands that you have at your disposal to craft things. Super useful. You have the bag of holding as well. Let's see.
And that's 80?
The bag of holding is 80, correct.
Okay.
All right. And then you do have a druidic tonic of the bear. Although it is not clear to you what it does. Most things you can see what they do, but the druidic tonic of the bear is not... It is not... what do you call it? Registering any kind of mental image as to what it does.
Okay.
And that one is 150.
Got it.
But you know these to be very powerful as it is a permanent increase of something.
Right.
Jesus.
All right.
Mayday.
Is that the full list?
And then the books and
Manuals. Yep.
the manuals. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
And then the perfect mana potion, which is the 9th level spell one. That one's 500.
So I'm gonna have to take a minute to do my CR math.
Sure.
If you'd like to go over Kwansang's list.
All right, Kwansang.
Ah, crap.
Okay.
With yours, are you excited?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. All right, so Kwansang, you have access to also. You have Chalky Talkie. You have the Luckstone. You have Goggles of Night, which is normal dark vision. That one, those are 30 CR.
1 second here. You said goggles of night?
Mm-hmm. That gives you dark vision, just regular dark vision, not magical dark vision. You also have the power band communicators, which are the ability to, like the walkie-talkies that you can speak into. They reach for 1,000 feet away. It's like the earrings from last campaign. You heard from me.
You were doing the power band communicators and they're priced.
Yes. The power band communicators are 30 CR before the sale.
Okay.
And then we have...
Thought he froze again. I was
see.
like, no.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Further down the list, you actually have access to a special kind of scroll that allows you to perform the rope trick spell, which is kind of along the lines of what you had requested in the curator's wish list. A pocket dimension that lets only air lacers and those they give permission to, they can enter.
Okay.
So it casts the rope trick spell, but into the plane of air.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. Heck yeah.
And that one is only 10 CR. And it's a single use, but it allows you to cast that so that if you want to rest while on the run, you can essentially just hide away into a pocket plane for about an hour or so.
Okay.
Let's see. So further up here, you have the Wings of Halos, which is 50 CR before the sale. Above that, we have the Band of Darkness, which is it gives you the ability to see within magical darkness. That one's 60 before the sale. The Bag of Holding. We have the Keychain, which is essentially, it is an item that does not require attunement. It is once per long rest. You can activate it, and for a minute, all of your key costs are reduced by 1 to a minimum of 1.
So sick.
That one's 100, and so you can use it once per long rest. It doesn't take up an attunement slot, so you could just use it whenever. You have your compression gauntlets, which do require attunement, and those extend or actually they double the range of your airstrikes.
What did you call those? Compression?
Compression gauntlets, yes.
Okay, yeah, I just had black platinum in here, so I wasn't. Is that just like the color of them?
Right, exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Both of those are 100 CR each before the sale. And then
100 CR each, so it'd be 200 total.
Exactly, yep. That's before the sale as well.
150 after the sale.
And then you do have one last item that is... Oh, no, sorry. There is 2 more items that you have here. One of them is worth 175 CR, and it is something known as the Talisman of the Four Winds.
The what?
This is, in meta terms, a quest item. It is a magical stone artifact with a diamond in the center, and with its power, it is said to open the 4 temples of the winds to reveal the location of the legendary Gi of the 4 winds.
I don't know what that is, but I want it.
This is your late game, not going to replace it with anything else armor. But this is a quest item that will lead you down that path. It does not give you the item, but if you purchase this, you have access to go pursue it.
Jesus. Okay. And you said that was 175?
This is 175, yep. Before the sale. Don't feel bad if you can't get it now, because like I said, this is the armor that you will go quest to, and you will never replace it because it is so damn good.
I mean, I think I technically with the sale I could afford it right now, but that'd be it.
But yeah, but it wouldn't help you right now, which is why I'm like, don't feel bad if you can't get it right now.
Right.
This is an item that you can work toward. Especially if you're not heading in the directions where the talisman can be used. And then one other thing is the Seeing Sand, which is another thing that you requested. Ooh. This one is a mere 5 CR per use. Sprinkling a charge of the sand in a location allows you to peer into that location for 30 days, once a day. The sand, however, loses its potency if it is disturbed in any way or if it is subjected to a strong breeze. So keep that in mind. But if you wanted to, you could place this in any kind of location along your journey. Place it, oh, we're going through the halls of this place. Just drop some sand there. Now I can look into this place and spy on people for the next 30 days.
I love it.
Swept up.
Right, that's the only thing, is that it's sand.
I'm so excited about it, though, because it gives purpose to all this sand work I've been doing.
Mm-hmm. And then, other than that, you have just the tomes after that.
Okay. And the tomes are like 500, right, or something like that?
The dexterity one is 500, every other stat is 350.
Okay.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Hate to spring this on you. Is there a haversack option, like the lesser bag of holding?
We'll say
something
that
would. What's that?
Oh, you're not talking semantics. You're actually asking if there's a lesser version for a lesser cost.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how difficult it would be to. Because here's where I'm at meta terms, guys. I can get a bag of holding and 1 golem, which would be helpful. It would increase my production capacity from 1 to 2, essentially. Or I could just get 3 golems, which would increase my production efficiency from 1 to 4.
What do you want to make?
Oh, I have ideas.
Yeah, because essentially, if he has the money for it and the resources, he can make magic items for you guys. Because time at that point doesn't become an issue.
Do you, boo-boo?
He's got a point, do you?
Helpful, thank you.
3 golems.
Or you can start looking into CR4 creatures now.
I wouldn't have access to those for several more levels. I just got to 3.
Oh, I see.
Um, which would be
Ba, ba, da, 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 da. Let's see.
look at the dang creature list.
I know this is the curator's realm kind of sound, but I kind of want to change it to something a little more fun.
Oh, I haven't heard music for some time.
Oh, I guess that's true. The good thing is that the listeners...
It still plays on stream.
Yeah, it still plays on stream, so...
Question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between the Goggles of Night and the Band of Darkness?
The Goggles of Night only work on non-magical darkness. The Band of Night, or the Band of Darkness, sorry, is magical darkness and regular.
Okay. Because I really need to get to a point where I'm not having Tyler cast this on me all the time.
Yeah. Plus, the Band of Night gives you kind of like a sinister look, while as the Goggles of Night don't. So there's also that option to weigh.
So it's 25% off, right?
Exactly, yep. The curating sale. I'm excited for you, Mac. Those earrings, like in the right situation, they're gonna be so cool. It's like, join me, brother. We can become stronger together. And then it's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I am beyond stoked. I'm just imagining encountering the big bad, just partnering up with one of these fine individuals. I'm gonna partner up with Pickles right away.
With pickles. That's so funny.
Just kidding. That would be too OP. We all know it. Basically god level.
You said it gives me a sinister look?
Right, so imagine this cloth kind of folded over your eyes, and then kind of like black veins coming underneath from it.
But the dark veil is magical darkness, right?
That's right.
So I kind of need it. Okay.
And then let me also check, because I can't remember if it requires an attunement slot or not. I believe it does, but I'm just going to double check. Yes, it does require attunement. So, a folded black cloth, worn and frayed, it looks like any old scrap, but when worn over your eyes, it grants you sight that pierces normal and magical darkness for a range of 30 feet. A side effect of this, however, is the appearance of dark veins that originate from your covered eyes.
And that's only while wearing it, right?
That's right, yep.
So if we walk into an inn, it doesn't have to be like super like goth, like
Exactly.
hey guys.
Right, yeah.
Trying to decide. I could.
You must
definitely
decide. You must decide.
I'm probably gonna get the Wings of Halos. And that'll be 37. Yep. So let me get the Wings of Halos for sure.
All right, so you grab this beautifully ornate staff of with these blue and white and black kind of design patterns on it, and You can see that it folds out to look like a glider, and you can add that to your inventory, Drew.
Ooh.
And it can also be used as a quarterstaff, so.
Oh, what is this new backpack feature? What the heck?
Oh, that's right. They did add that so that you can, like, put things inside of containers. So essentially,
What?
yeah. So if you purchase the haversack, or no, if you purchase the bag of holding, then you can put things inside of the bag of holding, and it keeps track of it.
Okay. Whew, that was nervous. My whole gear list was gone.
Oh shit!
Like all of my stuff was missing. It was like, hey, do you want starting gold or starting equipment? And I was like, I want my stuff back. Don't do this.
How do I put the scratch mark through that, Tyler?
I don't remember. I did that somehow when I set it up, and I don't remember how I did it because it's not at the top.
What scratch marks are you talking about?
Last time we were here, I started a doc where I just listed everything
Oh, okay.
so that I could shop in my, like, not like shop, but like, what do I want to get? Whatever. But also,
I mean, it didn't end up working, but
there was a lot of stuff as you were listening. Like, okay, yep, I'm familiar with that, familiar with that, familiar with that. Like, don't need you to re-describe that sort of deal.
Oh, sure. I was just saying, like, the shopping portion. You must decide. You must decide.
Oh, I rolled. I'm getting 3 golems.
Oh, okay.
And then with my remaining 2 residue, I'm going to get a lollipop or something.
Okay.
It's like when you have the tickets at Chuck E. Cheese.
Sure.
And you're like, I want the remote control helicopter and the little sticky hand.
And with this little sticky hand, I'll take some of this.
Yeah. You blind the worker and you just grab everything you can.
So 2 wood golem workers and is that
3.
It does three wood golem workers, and then that cleans
That's
you out.
114 out of 116.
Okay, gotcha.
If I assume they're 38 because 75% of 50 is 37.5.
Right, it rounds up because there's no half CRs.
Right. So yeah, out of my 116, I just spent 114.
Gotcha. So you can add those on your creature page, actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to give my remaining CR to Eric.
All right, what you got for me, Drew?
Khyle, I need to decide if I want to do Bands of Darkness or Goggles of the Night. It seems like it makes more sense to do the Band of Darkness. But I want to scare people. Yeah, let me get a Band of Darkness.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming you can take it off whenever.
Is there something I should be looking for in the creature page?
Wood golem worker. You might need to change the criteria.
I did. They added sidekicks in the extras, which is exciting.
And then I'm going to unattune my Battle Healer boots, and I'm going to give them to Persea.
Oh shit! That includes all of the runes you have on them.
Oh yeah, that's right. I put runes on these things.
Here, Persea. Wait, never mind.
Yeah.
What? I'm trying to remember what runes I put on this.
It should be on the battle healer's boots on the description.
Yeah, it was the defense and vitality. Oh no! I just want to see what happens when I take that off. Oh, I have a freaking AC of 18 then.
And your health goes down by 5.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's see. Wood golem worker. Let's see.
I'll keep them on for now. Stupid
it's actually an
attunement
item,
slots.
Tyler.
Ah, okay. I am really thankful for this pouch option. Do I want the pouch option makes me want a freaking bag of holding.
It's really useful,
Yeah,
but it's expensive.
it's expensive.
All right.
Go ahead and read out
What
the
is it?
description of the wood golem, Tyler, for everyone. Unless you want to wait.
This wood golem moves and acts like a living creature. Its visage reflects that of its master and mimics its mannerisms. It only speaks in one-word responses. This golem is proficient in woodworker's tools and speeds up the crafting process as you gain an extra hand. This golem worker cannot attack as per its creation magic, but does whatever it can to defend you in a combat scenario. Has 20 hit points and an AC of 14. The golem is destroyed. It can be repaired at a cost of 10 quills per 1 HP at a rate of 5 HP per day in magical and non-magical materials. If the golem is destroyed, it can only be useful once it has been restored to full hit points. So, in the context of my Druidsmith stuff,
Mm-hmm.
can they help me with those or just woodworking?
Absolutely, they can.
Okay, it just specifically says woodworker's tools.
Right. It's fine.
Okay, just wanted to check with you.
Yeah. This is an item made specifically for you, so I wouldn't make it work against you.
Okay.
No, only woodworkers' tools, Tyler.
Oh, rats.
You just spend all of your CR, no refunds.
I'll save up for the bag of holding.
You sure?
You just told me no refunds.
I know, I'm just kidding.
How much is a bag of holding?
60?
56. I'm sorry, 60. It is 60. I have 56 remaining had I spent 60 on it.
Ah.
I had the numbers next to each other on my notebook.
I have 65 left currently. I can get a bag of holding. It would help out a lot. And then I could get one thing of seeing sand.
I don't feel like you got to. If you want to get one, go for it, but don't, because I don't.
No, I know. The seeing sand would be nice to have, but about to buy those dancing scimitars.
Bill comes back and you're like, look what I got.
Haha, you can't buy it. I'm just so caught in between right now.
Roll on it.
But
What are you deciding between?
Like, I could get the bag of holding, or could just save my CR for that dope talisman of the four winds. The keychain, I'm just a little short on. I'd need like 10 more CR. But yeah, I'm gonna buy just some seeing sand for right now.
Okay, how many?
So since they're on sale, did they just go down to like 4? Because they're 5 per use. So it just go down to 4. Because I mean, I think technically it'd be like 3.5.
Right, so it'd be 4.
Yeah, just go round up to 4.
3.75, yeah.
Yeah. So 4. And I have 60. Let me buy 5 of them.
All right. So you can just write down in your inventory, because I haven't made those yet.
Okay.
I'll have them ready to use by tomorrow. Just send me a message, and then I'll get to work on it.
Could I also add to your list, would it be possible to just make the wood golem worker like a stackable item? So that I can have wood golem times 3 and not Bop, bop, bop.
Let's see. That one's pretty easy. I just need to change it to potion instead of wondrous item. All right, it's done. Refresh your page.
Got it. Thank you.
How long does it take for attunement? Is it a short rest?
Yes.
After this, I want to take a short rest.
All right. So, does everyone have everything resolved then?
Yeah.
Unless there's something cool I can get with 2 CR. I'm all good.
Nice pat on the back.
Yeah, not quite. Is there anything that you would want to give up for a possibility of getting CR from the curator?
This nice little no, the what is it called? I got this nice shard of the prime deities.
Anything interesting that you might have collected along your journey that would perhaps be worth anything?
I have this, and I'll pull out, I guess it's probably just straps in my back because I don't have a bag of holding. This amethyst staff made of gemstones. It's a spellcasting implement, but it's also got its own inherent attack quality. I also have this hand axe.
The staff is very interesting. He could give you 15 for that.
15, 1-5.
1-5.
I'm not doing anything with it. Alright, I'll remove it from my inventory.
Boom. Done.
What would he give me, just out of curiosity, for the Eye of Aragoth?
For the Eye of Aragoth?
Just out of curiosity. I'm not going to give it to him. But I just
Probably upwards of 1,000 to 1,500.
Guys, think of all the cool things we could have. Who needs to save the world when we got cool toys?
We need cool toys so that we can save the world, Consing.
You might be onto something.
All right.
If I were to craft things and bring them back to you with magical qualities, would that be worth a trade for you?
It depends. I mean, depends on how special or powerful they are.
Imagine a carved little monkey figurine that does a little dance. It just kind of animates on its own. Just for your desk.
It's almost as if he's expecting you to say that it's a joke, the expression on his face.
About this high. Just a wee thing.
It'll be cute.
Not exactly what I'm looking for, but thanks.
I'll bring it when I'm done with it and I'll show you.
Very
I think
well.
I can change your mind. Also, it'll have laser eyes.
Very well. Does this conclude your purchases for the sale?
I suppose.
I think so. Unless there's something cool I can get with 17 CR. I don't think so. Not much. No, it's not enough.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
yep. I good.
Gotcha. Kwanseng, you all done?
I good.
Rondon.
I am good.
All right. And with that, you all take your leave from the curator's realm. Your pockets now mostly emptied. As you step through the painting, the magic subsides and the painting returns to normal as you return to the interior of the cart. With your new items in hand and excited for the journey ahead. Yes.
Do I just have wood carvings of me following me, or are they like marbles?
I'll say that they're tiny figurines until you activate them, and then
Okay.
once you place them inside of the woodworker's shop, your instant workshop, then they just live there and they can collapse with it as well.
Okay.
But you have to throw them and say, I choose you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't make the rules. Or, I make up the rules. I don't follow them.
And with that, we shall pick this up tomorrow
Hey.
to see how your journey progresses. You guys went to the curator sale finally.
Finally. Was that in like January?
What?
I don't know.
Wasn't that before we went into the abyss? He was like, by the way, got a sale coming up. Don't miss it.
I think you're right.
Because
Oh.
I think we went to the curator like after the big assault on Onor.
Yeah, you also would have seen Sybil come out of her room
Oh, balls.
with what looks like a large rifle made of several pieces of floating crystal.
Don't like that. Hey, quick question. How much did you say that rope trick thing was? I knew I was forgetting something on my list.
I believe I said it was 10 per use.
I'm gonna buy one of those.
Okay. All right, and so essentially, you can use the rope trick spell. You can look up the specifics of it, but essentially just using the scroll will allow a rift in space to open that will keep you guys safe in another realm for the duration of an hour, I believe. In the last campaign, Kaldor used that spell quite a bit, and it was super useful.
Oh yeah.
Ranger spells.
Yeah. All right. We shall see you all tomorrow. To head northward, and maybe you guys actually get to Forte Verus tomorrow with Mike around.
That'd be cool.
That'd be great.
We've
Yeah,
enjoyed
so-
having you. Those of you who are still here. Those of you who stopped by. And those of you who watch our stuff after the fact. We're very sorry. I'm very sorry about my internet issues. We shall be back tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time to continue.
6:30 in the Pacific, Hawaii time.
Nope, Hawaii time is behind that.
Guess Hawaii.
Good luck.
Sponsor tonight was Life and the ever-advancing flow of time.
And all the goodness that it brings. Like dear friends.
In the meantime, I'll throw it to Mac.
Yeah. If you like seeing our portraits, And the corner, that was done by Donnie Durdunkleton. You can find him on Twitter at Donnie Durdunk. You just type in the command in the chat for artists. You can see all of our chats and their handles as well. He's done our Prime Deities, which look amazing. And then also other portrait designs were by Stephanie Brown with Offbeat Worlds. Look her up on Instagram at Offbeat Worlds. And other portrait designs by Miley Taniguchi. I don't know why my brain's slipping. You can find her at Tanimichi on Instagram. Again, just hit that command artist and you can see all their handles. Give them a follow, give them a like, and if you want, support them in their art. I believe that's all it. We already mentioned our socials before our break, so check that out at flow.page/RNG presents. Thank you. And we love you.
And farewell. And be well. And have a pleasant tomorrow.